to Sonia Podcast. So I want to tell you how to build up your relationship. But first, you got to start with security in your relationship. So first, you got to start with your self-esteem. Make sure you always feel secure about yourself. Take satisfaction in whatever you do, ever. Even if you have to talk to yourself and motivate your own self. Acknowledge your feelings. A lot of us are very emotional, and we go through different emotions, whether it's doubt, fear, irritation. So we want to process all this rationally. Try managing stress. So we need plenty of good sleep, which most of us don't get. We need to eat right and exercise regularly. Some of us do not like exercising, and I'm one person don't really like exercising, even though I do. If my bones start hurting, then I'll do an exercise because I know it would help me. I don't drink, but for the people who do, please drink in moderation. Meditate. Go for massages. They work well. Solve your own challenges. It's nice to have a partner, but stay on top of your own responsibilities. It's your responsibility. Make sure you get your responsibilities done. And for the people who do not know how to do things, learn to do it. Simple things, laundry, cooking, home repairs. Learn to do these things. Because always depending on your spouse, that does not work. Learn. I don't care if you happen to put your clothes in the laundry and your clothes happen to turn pink because you put colors with whites or darks with lights and didn't use the right temperature or the right detergent or whatever. You learning. It's a learning process. You'll know the next time to separate the stuff, put it correctly, So it's a learning process. If you burn your food for the very first time, it's a learning process. Try something easy that you can make that, will work out. But try. Solve your own challenges. Everybody don't want to be doing everything for you. Try new things. Dance classes. Volunteer. Just have a sense of assurance and become even more fascinated. Expand your comfort zone. A lot of us stay in our comfort zone because we feel comfortable. Try new things. There's so many things you can try. Take a cooking class. Take a dance class. Take exercise class. Pottery class. Jewelry making class. They have so many classes and so many things you can do. Maintain your family ties and friendships. You need that support from the people who cares about you. But make sure these people are positive and not negative. So you want to keep positive people in your life. For the people who wants to get to know your neighbors. Because you'll realize that sometimes you have good neighbors. Like good neighbors. I realize I have good neighbors. That we look out for each other. And we make sure each other is okay. And that's rare, but it happens. Communicate. Y'all always hear me say this. Communicate makes a great relationship. Talk to each other openly and with respect. Pick a neutral time for sensitive subjects. Listen. When your partner is speaking, listen with full attention. Listen to what they're saying. Focusing on what they're saying. Provide mutual support. And that means if you're married or if you're in a relationship and you have children, you want to share the household chores. You want to share the parents' responsibility. You want to tell your spouse or your partner, okay, babe, it's on me right now, so you can go have your quiet time. I'll take the kids out. or I'll help the kids with their homework, or I'll clean the dishes, or I'll wash something. Resolve conflict peacefully. We are going to agree to disagree at most times, because a lot of us don't think the same. A lot of us don't even have the same level of thinking. So we're going to agree to disagree, but we're going to try to see each other's position and look for ways to compromise it. We're going to stay calm. We're going to apologize when we're wrong. That's hard for me. I am not going to lie to you. That is hard for me. It's hard for me to apologize because most of the times I don't feel I'm wrong. Even though I might be wrong, and even though I have to admit I may be wrong, it takes a lot for me to apologize. And if I do apologize, that means I genuinely mean it, because it takes a lot for me to apologize. Accommodate each other. Be flexible. For people who visit each other's families on holidays, take turns. Because you know how you in a relationship and somebody always want to see their family on holidays, but they don't want to go to your family house? Take turns. Volunteer to run errands. Especially if you know. Don't wait till your partner get off of work to do anything. If you're home and you're, especially for the people who, if I work in the morning and he works at night, or I work at night and he works in the morning, who's ever there, do the chores, do the errands, do everything before that person gets in. So they won't have to come home from a hard day at work, because that used to frustrate me. That I used to have to come home from work and cook for my ex-husband and my kids, do laundry, fold clothes, and I'm like, I just did a hard day at work and I'm coming home to do another hard day. That's very frustrating, and I know that firsthand. Stick to your household budget. I keep telling y'all, finances is the killer of all relationships. It truly is. Monitor how you spend, save, and invest your money. Plan major purchases in advance. They have a financial worksheet budget that you can actually download. Create your own tradition. Make family dinners a priority. Buy theater tickets. Stay close. Flirt with each other. Hold hands. Go to a movie. Tell stories. Buy fresh flowers. Counseling. A lot of couples, and I know y'all heard Lois say this, that a lot of couples before they get married should go do counseling. She said that on, I think it was my broadcast or her broadcast, one of them, because she's a therapist, and she was saying that it was my broadcast. It's my podcast, sorry. And she's right. A lot of couples really need to go do counseling before they get married, because a lot of times we don't have a lot of things figured out. It was my podcast because it was Should Men Take Care of Babies, because it was a lady saying that it was she had wrote me saying that she had just had a baby and her husband told her to keep the baby quiet and to get counseling. So I'd like to thank you for listening to Sonya Podcast. Please give us a 5-star review on Speaker, Spotify, Apple, iHeart. Wherever you listen to podcast app, please share. You can comment here at sv76672@gmail.com. Follow me at son.ia9795. So Instagram, go Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Pinterest. Go to my website, http://wordpress.com. Go to my Son Sounds album on Spotify, Apple. Follow him on Instagram. Miss Carr have her own affirmation podcast. Follow her on Instagram. TJVUCAIN. Black Girl in Orange is her book. Follow her on Instagram. King's Flex, you can hear his album on SoundCloud. Female Reform, they have a venture store in New York, and have a blessed night.